We posted a video on Manusmriti. You have seen how Ambedkar fans got hurt because we spoke truth, and because they cannot answer me, they took to trolling me, reducing themselves to fools. Because I have no purpose of speaking false information here. My subscribers are not fools like Dhruvarathi fans to still stick to me even after I got trolled. So there is truth, there is evidence of every data that I am presenting here. It's available online. Above all, we are clear in what we said about Ambedkar, we stand by it, and this is a video in which we would like to educate people about what this caste system is it necessary, and what are our roots. Caste is not an Indian word. You know, the word caste came from Spanish and Portuguese word casta. The word was first used in 1569. Few years later, Portuguese East India Company came to India in 1628. It's a Portuguese word employed to divide us, cultivate hatred among us for political gains, and to facilitate mass conversions, which is already happening in a big way. We want to destroy the caste system. Whether you're Ambedkar fan or iska baap, we don't give a damn if you're dividing the nation in the name of caste. This happened in Koppavaram village, Anaparthi Mandal, East Godavari district in Andhra Pradesh. A barber named Pasupuleti Srinu runs a small barber shop on a cart. A few people from the upper caste have destroyed his cart because he belongs to a lower caste. They pushed the cart into a canal. This guy has been doing this business for the last 16 years. And this is his only livelihood. This 32-year-old man is married and has kids. So he relocated his business to the outskirts of the village, but the nuisance continued. These upper caste idiots went to an extent of destroying the paths which take people to this barber's cart. They have tortured him like anything. And this incident got the attention of Veeraraghav Reddy Garu. He being what he is, he contacted the barber Srinu and inquired the name of his Gotram. He said he belongs to Paidipala Gotram. And the irony here is, these so-called upper caste people who are Reddys by caste also belong to the same Paidipala Gotram. When we conveyed this to them, hey, you're kicking out a person belonging to your own family, they felt ashamed of what they've done, stopped torturing him, and the barber now is of course living a beautiful life. You can go and check. We will visit him soon and cover his story, post it in string. Anyways, do you understand what I'm saying? Same Gotram but different castes. Same family but divided as upper and lower and fighting each other. In the same Paidipala Gotram, we have Reddys with Potham Setti surname, Kammas with Kambampati surname, Kapus with Patam Setti surname. We have Yalamas with Paidipala Gotram. We have Yadavas with Paidipala Gotram, Malas, etc. You can check. These people are alive today. Now you tell me, the person who has been kicked out of the city because he is a lower caste also belonged to the same Paidipala Gotram. What I'm saying is, in the name of this ridiculous caste, we are divided as Kamma, Kapu, Reddy, Mala, Madhiga, Yelama, Yadava, Chakali, Mangali. Oh my god. But if you look at our Gotram, we are all relatives. All of them belong to the same Gotram. Now when people from lower caste to upper caste, everyone belongs to the same Gotram, where is this distinction coming from? Do you understand how dangerous this caste system is? And how monstrous a being whosoever invented it? There are so-called experts doing a dedicated job of bringing a separation in India in the name of Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. There is this ridiculous triangle mentioning which is top and which is bottom. Brahmana Kshatriya Visham Shudranam cha Parantapa Karmani Pravibhaktani Swabhava Prabhavair Gunai. Meaning, the duties of the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras are distributed according to their qualities in accordance with their gunas and not by birth. Nowhere it's mentioned in any of the scriptures, Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas that Varnas are given by birth. It's not based on birth, it's based on the qualities of an individual. Shauryam Tejo Dhrutir Daksham Yuddhe Chapya Palayanam. The person with Vela, fighting skills, etc. is considered to be a Kshatriya. Shamo Damastapaha Saucham Kshantir Java Mevacha. The person who can forgive and few more other qualities are considered to be a Brahmin. And there is also a provision that according to the karmas and activities that we do, a person can change from one varna to another varna. Shudra Brahman ho jata hai और Brahman Shudra ban sakta hai. इसी प्रकार क्षत्रिय और ब्राह्मण भी शूद्र हो सकते हैं. अपने वर्ण से गिरकर दूसरे वर्णों में चले जाते हैं. We have already discussed this in our previous videos. Whoever is fighting from Tamil Nadu, brainwashed by Ramaswamy, you have lost the basic sense that suppose a dumb child is born in a Kshatriya family. He grew up into an utter idiot, drunkard and rapist. Shall we make him the king because he is born Kshatriya? Suppose a child is born in Shudra family. He grew up into a warrior. Shall we reject the qualification as a king just because he belongs to lower caste? Is this how you want to run the society? And you want to blame Manusmriti for this? If you still want to say Varna system is based on birth, you're asking for a kick on your back. To the people, whoever is taking pride in their caste, start questioning them whether they really belong to this country, because caste system is not born in India. It's not there in any of the scriptures. Gotram is a Sanskrit word. The equivalent word in English is lineage, the unbroken chain from the male descendants, the ancestors. In this culture, the name of the Gotram is used as a surname and is strictly maintained by every individual until this bloody caste systems came into existence. For example, there are people with name Vamshi Paidipala. What we understand from this is, oh, he belongs to the progeny of Paidipala Gotram. Wonderful. How many are these Gotrams and what reference do you have? Here is an excerpt from Valmiki Ramayanam. Jatayu narrates a story to Lord Sri Rama. When Rama meets Jatayu for the first time, inquires, "Hey, king of birds, may I know who you are? What are your whereabouts?" Jatayu replies saying, Brahma had 14 children. Out of them, Marichi's son was Kashyapa, and he had 8 wives. The first wife gave birth to angels, the second wife gave birth to Rakshasas, third, fourth, fifth, and so on, and the 8th wife, Manu, gave birth to 4 people who are qualified to be Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra as they grew up. There are these words in South Indian languages even today, Manushyulu, Manishi, that means we people. Do you understand how the word is derived from? Manu. We all came from this root. So Jatayu kept saying this, myself was one of the offsprings of 5th wife, and so on. To all the people who mistook Varna system as birth-based and divided into Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudras, all of you put together belong to one father, one Gotram. If you are confused, check with your Brahmin friends. They will say Kashyapa Gotram. Do you have friends from north with name Kashyapa, Kaushik? We have living evidence. Shudras hold Kashyapa Gotram. Kamma, Reddy, Kapu, Yelama, Yadava, all these subsects hold Kashyapa Gotram. What else can be the biggest evidence to prove that we are not different? And if you dig deeper into the roots of Gotram, it will be proved that we are all one family. What we call as Vasudhaika Kutumbam. There can be no bifurcation in Sanatana Dharma because it applies to all life forms on earth. It's not a religion, it's a science. Whosoever is labeling it as Hindu, how can you make science into a religion? Let's go a little deeper. Let's take Paidipala Gotram because it's very normal, and again its roots come from Kashyapa Gotram. The same stands for Vamanapala Gotram, Chakrapala Gotram, Tirthapala Gotram, all originated from Kashyapa Gotram. Vishwamitra narrates this to Sri Ramachandra. Brahma had a son called Kusha, who in turn had 4 children, namely Kushamba, Kushanabha, Adortharajasa, and Vasu. My father Gadiraju was born to Kushanabha, and we are born to Gadiraju. Even today, Vishwamitra Gotram, Kashyapa Gotram, Dhananjaya Gotram, and Pandava Gotram exist, and their origins come from Kusha lineage. All the 4 Varnas have these Gotrams. Bharadwajasa Gotram is the lineage of Brihaspati, and this Gotram also has 4 Varnas. Atreya Gotram originated from sage Atri, one of the 14 sons of Brahma, also has 4 Varnas. So clearly we are all relatives. Do you understand why our grandparents always insisted us to read Ramayana and Mahabharatam? See how you ended up today. Utter idiots not able to understand simple Gotram and fighting with your own family members. You need a YouTuber to come and explain all this, and you sit there sitting popcorn. Is he correct? We need proof. If I show you the proof, living proof, oh, he's ridiculing my caste. Let's troll him. Let's burn the book. What book? Vedas? Tear it. Is this the way? Is this the way to do it? You want to destroy the culture coming from ages just because it doesn't fit into your shitty mind? If influencers like Ambedkar would have educated people about these things, it would have entered people's minds. Instead, he chose to write books like Riddles of Rama and Krishna. He corrupted Indians with these books where he described Lord Rama and Lord Krishna as bad people. He boycotted Rama and Krishna and chose Buddhism. We are not bothered. But as a result of which, there is a whole lot of people ridiculing our culture. I know he successfully influenced many people. He is successful even today in this disaster. Only if you would have chosen to read the scriptures properly and provided the right information stating that all of us are equal and we belong to the same Gotras and the same lineage, imagine how beautiful India would have been by now. We are only superior based on our character. We should feel superior in serving people. Superiors are the ones who give, who contribute, who know how to stay balanced in a time of despair, and who realize we are something beyond the body. Superiors are the ones who have the knowledge that I am not the body. Me and my body are distinctly 2 different things. The pleasures of the body is just a trap. Lord Sri Rama said, Videha Manasa Viharapta. That means I will reside in those who realizes I am not this body. If you ask the educated idiots the meaning of this line, they will say Vidyaha means Sita, Viharabda means the one who resides in the Sita Devi's heart. Bloody higher education, degrees, MAs and PhDs are not the qualifications to talk about the subjective aspects of life. You don't know anything beyond books. You need to be a meditator or at least sadhaka to crack this knowledge. I urge you not to trust the people who got deeply identified with the body. One who realizes this body is not me are the rishis, the sages. You must listen only to them, not even your parents. You must listen to a person who transcended the physical nature of this existence. There are any number of such beings in this land. Tyagaraja, Annamaya, Ramadasa, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramana Maharshi, in today's world Sadhguru. You listen to their poems. I challenge you, crack the meanings what they actually meant. Let me see how brilliant you are. They have provided many deep secrets to subtler aspects of life and this existence through their poems. Beautiful poems. If you find it difficult to understand the meanings, you can take help from many scholars who have mastery in this. So keeping this in mind, it's time to stop living in the illusion of the caste system and know your roots through Gotras. All those who belong to the four Varnas of Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, doesn't matter which caste, doesn't matter which lineage, be it the lineage of either Ikshvaku or Bharadwaja or Bharata or Bhargavasa or Markandeya, Bhrigu or Jamadagni, please be informed that we are all related. And the origin of all these relations is started in Nagalapuram near Tirupati. You're free to do some research. It is time to wake up before our idiocity kills us. This is a call and humble request to each one of you to spread the truth with sharing this video. Thank you. Namaskar.